Peace, 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 peace. Let's send this to sis. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm just giving gratitude right now. Just giving gratitude. Trying to also at the same time, I've got this stand that's going on right here, and it's sometimes interesting. Peace, 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 everyone. Thank you for joining me on this live. So today is Wednesday, and on Wednesday it's normally the day of communication, and it's a really good time for all types of communication. Communication deals with a lot of things, a lot of spectrums. So writing, speaking, sharing. So today I'm myself and a divine creator, divine goddess, divine mother. One of her names, is Prima. So Prima is going to be joining me on this live, and we're just going to be discussing our visions, and we want to share with you guys our vision, our shared vision, our individual visions, and also what we've got ourselves involved. Why? As you guys can probably see on my Instagram, if you guys have been checking, me and Prima are on a poster together, and we're calling women into the circle. What circle are we calling women into? So we're going to share that today. And yes, thank you so much for viewing this, guys. I very much appreciate love you. And I hope you guys on Wednesday, today, whatever you are doing, you are communicating first with your breath, because that is your first food. That is literally your first food. Your cells eat off breath. So just make sure you increase your blood with that oxygenated food, oxygenated air all around you. And just to let you know, you don't only breathe through your nose, you breathe through your skin. So with that said, go outside, get some fresh air, wear something a little bit light. I'm not saying go out there and get cold, but just dress up a little bit light. It's spring, it's not as cold as it was in winter. So definitely just embrace the shoe is air and space, and embrace it. Let the air shake off what's not for you as well. So yes, make sure you definitely indulge yourself in air, and increase the amount of air that your body can have, and that's by moving, circulation. So make sure you move. Okay, make sure you move. I know we've been indoors since 2019, so just make sure you move. Make sure you move. So guys, I am going to hold on. You know what? Yeah, I'm still getting used to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still getting used to this Instagram live situations. I like when people normally add their caption, like what this is all going to be about. But since I can't figure that out, I'm just gonna leave that alone. And I'm gonna bring Prima into this. Let's see how this works out. Hopefully I clicked it right. Peace, 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 peace. Everyone who's joining, make sure you're connecting with your breath. You know.
Girl, you got me gassed. Oh, how are you?
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for joining on. How are you doing?
Oh, Sister Queen, I am amazing. Give thanks for this. Give thanks for allowing me to come and join you. And I'm internally grateful because it's Tehuti Day, it's Mercury Day, you know, and these days it's all about the divine wisdom. And, you know, Mercury is all about the planet of communication and technology. So it's just so aligned with what we're talking about. And it's just receiving that divine, look, my little things are popping off. But it's all about that divine wisdom, right?
Right.
And the divine wisdom that came through to me today was self-allegiance. And how I was communicating. How was I going to communicate this wisdom, this self-allegiance? And it appeared as a pledge. So I wrote a pledge to myself. And I was like, I pledge that I'm going to be impeccable with my word. I pledge that I'm going to face my fears. I'm going to run into it. I'm going to embrace it. I pledge I will try my best every single day. And I pledge that that whatever I do, I make sure that I do one thing that's most important to me.
Yes.
And that's like what you were saying, breath. You always reminded me, Prima, you own your breath. You own your breath, and your breath is your biggest asset. It could be your biggest asset or your liability. But for us, it's an asset. So deal with that. So that's definitely a pledge, is meditation and breath work and reading my pledge every single day to myself.
Yes.
That's my commitment. So yeah, I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling highly flavored. I've got my yellow on to remind me that I am raw. I'm beaming. Whether I'm around the clouds, whether I'm behind the clouds, I'm still shining. Whether people try to cover me up or shut me down, I'm still gonna shine.
Ain't no shade to the sun.
Come on.
Thank you. Oh my days. Yes. People, divine beings, as you can see us, this is us. This is our vibrations. Oh my days. So we're gonna just get it started. So the reason why we really wanted us to do this live, or to share it with you guys, the audience, is because we are calling you into the circle. But before I say I'm calling you into the circle and spook you away, okay? What is the circle? What is it, Salama and Prima? What is it? So
B.
literally, it's B. It's literally B, period. Okay? It's literally B. And what is B? B is simply technology. It's a technology ecosystem. It's a technology ecosystem. And why did this technology ecosystem even start? Because technology, it's an energy that we cannot control, but it seems to be taking over people's jobs, you understand, livelihoods. So on that negative, some inspirational, ordinary people became extraordinary and decided to create an ecosystem where we can feed off, because technology is going to take over your job. Now you're going to be broke, but you can come into this space and make money. Okay? Because divine people thought to do that. That's what human beings do. We find a problem and we solve it. So they solve that problem of technology taking over people's jobs. Simple. Now, if you want to know where we are, we're in many magazines. We'll share that later. So with B, one of their flagship money-making applications is simply called Shift. So I even like the energy of the name Shift. It's shifting your
it's like it's shifting you from one mindset to another. Literally. Real talk, like
done. And not only me and Prima, but 60,000 people have been shifted. 60,000 people around the world have been shifted. 60,000 people. And numbers don't lie, man. Can you imagine 60,000 people who were on the low vibration in so many energies were shifted? So I'm grateful. So B is all about be you, be free. That's what it is all about. So yes, Divine, would you like to share your vision in this energy, in this ecosystem? Because your your vision it matters. We need it in society. It's valued. Just like the people who started bees, 60,000 people, because they decided to get out and get going with their vision. 60,000 people. Divine, please, if you can just share it, if you're available.
Oh, girl, you know me. I love this ecosystem. I love this ecosystem. Why do I love this ecosystem? Because it's helped me to, we all have a what, don't we? We all have, what am I doing this for? We all have, why am I doing this? And the thing that majority of us people gets stuck is, how do I go about doing that? And I had these three questions. These three questions came up, and it was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to manifest? Like, I want to buy land. I'm a nation builder. I'm a nation builder. I carry nations in my womb as a womb being. Therefore, I build nations, right? We know this. We know this. So I'm here to buy land. I'm here to redistribute the resources that have been pilfered, have been pillared, have been taken, and not distributed fairly. I'm here to usher in Ma'at. So how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I need money. I need resources. Whether people say money's the root of all evil, can't have money, I don't know. Money does control. If you have it, you're able to do a lot more with it. So I was like, how? And then you came with this package, with this ecosystem. You was like, Prima, I see in your stars, in your planets, because you're my astrologer. I see in your planets that you will do well in a technology company. Partner up with the technology company. You do well in technology. And I have a vehicle for you. So from the time you already said that, if the stars are saying that you need to partner with a technology company, and I have the vehicle, I was already in. I was already in, because I know I have to buy land. I'm building hospitals. I'm building schools. I'm building wellness centers. I'm building up communities. I'm teaching and helping communities to this interdependence and get rid of codependence. But me independent, but interdependent as a community, and go to different communities, go to different countries, and build up this ecosystem. And I need money, I need resources. So when you told me about B, and B was literally like, shift your mindset, shift where you are now into who you're going to become. I was like, I'm on this. I'm on this. And it's literally, B has created apps and created a platform where I can live and I can learn and I can earn at the same time. That's it. That for me is independence. They're gifting me independence. I don't need to rely, or I'm not codependent on the government or the state that says, oh, by the way, you're only worth £10 an hour. Or by the way, we're having a lockdown, so we're going to put you on furlough. Oh, by the way, we can't pay you furlough, so you're going to have to find another means. Well, what do you mean? How am I going to find other means? We can't. For me, I can't rely on the government. They've lost my trust. So now I'm taking ownership. I'm taking that responsibility back. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to be the owner of my ship. And this is how I choose to navigate my ship. And I'm using B as my navigation tool.
This is it.
Get me? That's how, that's what I love B.
I love that. Thank you. You know, you reminded me, I think you're the one who helped me remember the analogy of the spoon. You were like, a spoon could be a weapon. But at the same time, it could be a tool to relieve your hunger. So, you know, a lot of things in life have that positive and the negative, and this is a tool that's definitely on a positive. It's technology. Just like technology can be seen negatively, here it's been transmuted positively. So yeah, with that statement of astrology and technology, that's the reason why I joined in B as well. And I was like, when my partner Justin brought me into this, I was like,
big up Justin. We have to hail up Justin. You know, we have to hail him up because he really he is a king. He is a king, and he leads as well as he's comfortable being led by women. And it's very rare to find a man who's comfortable in himself. He can lead, but he's also comfortable in stepping back and allowing the women to lead. So we have to big up Justin for that. We have to big him up for that. Big up Justin. No pips, no sleep.
No pips,
Check
no
out No Pips,
sleep.
No Sleep.
Literally, literally. Ah, yes, yes. We reign his name because when he brought this in, I'm stubborn. It takes me a while sometimes to like new things because that could be, a lot of things. But when I realized it was technology, I warmed up to it, and then I realized what it was something to do with the compounding. This might be new language to some
Woo!
people here, but that
Mhm.
compounding changed my life. That night I knew I was involved. And the reason why I was involved is because it made me think about so many times I've had to work in the past. And while I'm in bed, you can just make simple money, simple profits. It kind of put in a deep feeling in me like I know better now. So I cannot allow anyone else to not know better because I know, especially as women, to be honest with you, yeah, them figures up there about the majority of what they're true. Okay. So a lot of us are in unsafe jobs, unsafe positions, in
Unsafe
uncompromising
in general,
places.
sis. Sorry to keep
Yeah.
interrupting, but just unsafe in general. I mean,
Listen,
there's been
listen.
numerous cases where women
Yes.
have been attacked, killed, murdered.
Yeah.
One woman on TV, a man put I think I told you, put a
Yeah, the
pillowcase
pregnant woman.
over and punched her in the stomach. Like, who
Why?
does this?
Why? And my mind, I'm like, I've got an app. I don't have to leave my bed. Pretty much the times where you don't even shower. It's just in your bed. Yeah. And you
Bring
just
your
pay
phone.
boop, 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 money in your account and done.
Yes, done.
And to me, it's the safety element for this is the reason why this takes me. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me where technology has how women, specifically me as a woman, how you as a woman can use technology. So for me, the Uranus in Taurus is a feminine energy. Taurus is Earth. Taurus is
Hmm.
Venus. This is feminine. Technology in Taurus deals with, yes, the earth, technology on the earth, yes, technology and money changing with technology, yes, all of that. Yep, yep,
Hmm.
yep. But females, women, or the feminine aspect within even the masculine, that is what now needs to come out and be changed and be things shake up. So this is a shaking up. And this is why you see me and Prima, we share that shared value.
Hmm.
Prima has taught me so many things to do with as myself, just as a woman, like
Hmm.
with my cycles, something that apps, when you download apps and they don't even help you like this. Prima
No.
is just like giving me mouth to, that knowledge that back in the day, mouth to ear knowledge. I think she's gonna
Mhm.
write a book.
Come on. This is the ancient. This is a tradition.
Mm,
This is a tradition when technology wasn't around, when apps weren't
mm,
around. How did we
mm,
connect with ourselves? How did we share information? It was from the
mm,
voice. It was from the voice.
mm,
Like the womb and the throat is connected. If you look at the womb, you look at the throat. They're exactly the same. So when we start speaking and we start sharing, you hear the resonance. You hear the resonance. You pick
mm,
it up. You memorize it.
mm, mm,
It becomes ingrained, integrated into your own DNA. So I'm not one for apps. I'm old school. I chart.
mm,
I've got a diary.
mm,
This is
mm,
not
mm.
this is not a plug. I'm not plugging or anything, but this is my diary. And I write it down and I write down how I feel. I also write about my basal temperature, my fertility, the mucus. I'm going in the
Yeah,
mucus.
you have to.
We need to know our fertility
Mm,
window. Do you understand what I'm
yes.
saying? We need to know these. We need to know our bodies. So when we're sick, we
Mm.
know what to look for. We know,
What?
damn, okay, my body's out of alignment. Go,
Mhm,
you know I
mhm.
can talk about this all day, you know.
No,
I
and
love
this is why we are in the reason why we are in B is because the resources, because you can talk about it, but you can talk about it as a millionaire now, as a trillionaire, and how many people will hear you? Not saying that a lot of people don't hear you now, but you can have billboards, you can have courses, a university, the school you want to create, so you can actually teach this on. So when you speak, you guys are hearing this is, trust me, you're very lucky, you're very divinely gifted to hear it right now because I'm telling you, this deserves 1,000 ears. it deserves 1,000 years, honestly. And what we're doing here, this is why we share. This is why everyone's going to hear what we have to say. And we're
Come
putting
on.
money back in on this. We're building this racks. We know our how. We know our how. We keep, that's why you will always forever see me and Prima always calling, especially women. We're calling you into the circle, especially Black women. We're calling you into the circle.
Yeah.
We're really calling you into the circle. Come and get your money safely. Safely. Okay? Safely. Where you don't have to be touched up, where you don't have to be told this, where you don't have to be told you have to dress up for, just come
Or
and
change
get
your hair. Change your hair. Stop being so ghetto. You're so extra. Don't be so loud. Be yourself. Be closed. Be disconnected. No.
Build your own team based on your character. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like an organization that's potentially 1.2 million per month? That's what we're in. It's not a joke.
And you know what? And you know what, Suleiman? The thing is, there's going to be a lot of people watching this, and they're going to disregard this. They're going to disregard this. Why? Because we're talking figures. We're talking about figures, and we're talking about places where we can go that people have never ever dreamed, or maybe dreamt of, but was just like my reality, my situation. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. 1.2 million. I don't think so. You're dreaming. This is idealistic, because they're so conditioned to think a certain way. Their only value is £10 an hour. Their only value is minimum wage. When really their breath is priceless. Like those banks, you're working your money, getting £10 an hour, and the company's paying you, and you're putting the money in the bank, and the bank is then using your money to create billions. So who's the value? Who's the value?
Literally.
Who's the value? But people ain't going to listen. People ain't going to come to the call. People ain't going to hear the call. Some people, some women are not going to hear the call. Why? Because they're so disconnected from themselves. They're so disconnected from their what and their why. And they don't know how. The only how they know is to grind their bones down, grind their bones down to when they get to 65 and their back is like this.
I'm telling you.
And
let
they
me
got
tell
no
you something
pension,
about when you get to that age. When you get to that age, yes, you get this pension. Some people around me right now get the pension and they're getting taxed on it.
What do you mean?
No. Come and build generational wealth. Come and build. What would it look like for you to be in any of these companies at the beginning, at the founder stages? What would it even look like for your generation? You're gonna make some leaps, just a leap. You're not even walking. Everyone can walk, but when you leap, you do something different to gravity, even on your body. So do that on not on a physical level, but do it on a mental level. Get past that ceiling. Get past that ceiling. Honestly, I'm not joking. Get past that ceiling. Prima ain't joking.
No. Listen, I'm done joking. I'm no one's. I've been telling you this. I'm no one's playground. I'm stop playing myself. I was playing myself last year and the year before, but this year when I see how the government's moving, I'm like, nah, Prima. They don't have your best interests at heart. They don't want to see you succeed. They just want to take. They just want to extract everything out of you. And I'm like, hell to the no. Am I doing that? I saw my ancestors and my ancestors and my ancestors before go through that. This is not this. It stops with me. It stops with me. It stops with me, and I'm creating legacy. I'm creating legacy for my children's children, and the 10 generations that come.
Yes, let's stop this generation of insanity, doing the same thing, hoping for the different results. Let's stop it, because the truth is, I love how Bitcoin has come along and decentralized what was like money right now is backed on nothing. Do you know what money is backed on? Human blood, value. If you don't get up and go, and it's just the truth, but at least something like Bitcoin now, it's different. We are now on the founders levels, like how gold was when for our way, you understand? So people need to take ownership, decentralize in your individual parts of your life. Certain things you have to take ownership. Certain things you have to take ownership. And me and Prima would love to call you here. We'd love to call you here. And this is bringing us up to our women of wealth. Women of wealth. And I know wealth already right now in the modern terms you guys think of it as money, but Prima, please, I don't even want to do it injustice. Women of wealth, please, can you just elaborate for people what is actually wealth? What is actually wealth?
Well, you know, you're the same, the etymology, right? I look at etymology. The words carry spells, they carry vibration. So when we're speaking them, we're invoking that the origin of that particular word, or the origin of that vibration it was set at. So when I looked at what wealth meant, and this is an old English, I think it's like 18th or 19th century. It was well, WEAL, well, and it meant well-being.
Wow.
Well-being. So when I was like, what? Okay, let's look at wealth. Women of wealth. It's not just financial. We're talking about emotional wealth, physical wealth, mental wealth, spiritual wealth, financial wealth, professional wealth, social wealth, environmental wealth. We're looking at all these aspects that come up for us in our life. And the financial wealth is B. That's B. Do you understand? B is shifting us from poverty into abundance, into prosperity. This is our birthright. This is our birthright. We shouldn't be scrimping and scraping. We shouldn't be scrimping and scraping. We shouldn't be robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
That's not our birthright. Our birthright is abundant. So that is what Women of Wealth movement is all about. And we're calling women to that. We're calling women to let's start cultivating emotional wealth. Let's start cultivating spiritual wealth. Let's start cultivating emotional, mental, spirit, physical wealth through moving our bodies. Yo, you know I'm passionate about this shit. You know I'm passionate about my sisters and us just coming together and redistributing the wealth, because that's what it's about, sis. It's redistribution. It's redistribution.
Yes. And this is that time. It is our time.
Yes,
it's our time. And we're forever calling women. We want you to be in this level with us. We want to be in this level with us. So basically, that is our whole vision. This is why you will see me, Prima, and every other woman who continues to join us. You will see us. You will see more of our voices. You will see more of our passions. You will see more of our executions. You will see us in the environment because we are doing this. You will see us with the health. You will see us with the Rolls Royce. You will see us with the acres of land. You will literally see us. And I'm not joking yet. I've literally manifested everything I've desired. Whether it was positive, negative, I have done it. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new to Prima. You understand? This is nothing new. Like she said, we come on. So with that said, guys, we're going to end this live. But I genuinely like to end lives or end anything I'm doing communication with an Excel. So if everybody is feeling comfortable
we
to
do
join
need to. We do need to breathe. It is, do you know, I think so many of us have been holding in our breath. I mean, energetic, spiritually, we've been holding in our breath. And it's now time for us to exhale. Exhale equals expiration. We need to just expel everything that no longer serves the womb beings and the men as well. That who we're becoming. We need to exhale. Yeah, I'm ready for that, sis. I'm ready for that.
Yes, I'll give thanks. So for everyone who's with us as well, if you would just like to close your eyes so you can bring all your attention into yourself, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing all the muscles in your face, whether you're standing or sitting or laying down, know that you are supported by Geb, which is the earth, always holding you up. If you would like to take in a deep inhale, drawing in that life force energy called Shu into your body as your stomach rises, filling in your body with joy, abundance, understanding. And as you exhale, bringing your stomach back to your spine, you're releasing, transmuting that energies back out. Inhale. Exhale, opening your eyes if they were closed. And love you guys. I love you,
Thank
Prima.
you. Thank you so much for inviting me into this space. I really do appreciate you, Queen. You know, iron sharpens iron. Women sharpen women. Women empower women. And when we come together collectively, we move so much. So I appreciate you. Thank you.